What about Pitta type of woman, Pitta constitution? What kind of food she should eat and what kind of food she should exclude from her diet?
Yes, Pitta is a very interesting constitution, especially Pitta woman. She can be very kind of like especially in the body can be having a lot of fire, of course, because Pitta is dominant by fire. So in the food she must make sure not to have foods which are heating in nature. For example, coffee or alcohol, smoking, hot spices, fried foods, too much oil, anything which is heating in nature. Can be acidic food, for example, anything sour. Yogurt, for example, is also sour taste. Meat is heating. All kind of meats, they increase heat in the body. So you have to be very careful, because if you don't know this kind of rules, so then you are doing something opposite to your nature, and that is a very dangerous thing. Slowly it will manifest into some disease. And when Pitta gets out of balance, especially for females, it is very important to understand, if you are having problems with skin, acne, pimples or hair problems, which are very much part of female beauty, a woman's beauty. Yes. So then there is something wrong maybe in the diet. And be careful, Pitta can also be increased by too much anger. When you are angry very often, or you get irritated very often, or you are jealous, or you are envious of others. So try to be calm and quiet and just take it easy, just relax, chill out, and don't be too much afraid of competition, because Pitta people are competitive also. So don't enter into this, just do your things properly, maintain a balance. So in Ayurveda we always talk about balance.
So we should eat cooling things, we should cool our fire,
of
yes,
course.
in the body.
So watermelon, cucumber, coconut water, even drinking water is very good. So for Pitta woman, important to keep drinking water and not alcohol or beer or something like that.
And let's speak now about Kapha type of women, Kapha constitution. So what these women should eat and exclude from their diet?
Well, I would say that Kapha women should be very careful about their food, because they have a tendency to gain weight. And gaining weight for a woman is not good, because it's not considered like very beautiful or healthy also, but especially because women is very concerned about her beauty, which is important. So Kapha women can really gain weight very easily. Sometimes even by drinking water they can gain weight. And you will realize that Kapha women have very difficult time losing weight. They can't lose weight. So first of all, you have to understand that your nature is Kapha. So you should accept it, you should enjoy it, you should love it. And in the food, be very careful. Milk products, sweets, fried foods, anything which is oily, greasy, heavy is not good for you. I'm not saying that completely stop everything. You can eat them, but in moderation, in small quantities. That is not going to aggravate your Kapha. Very nice will be to use a lot of spices. Just maybe a ginger tea is very good. Drinking warm water is very good for Kapha people. And of course, if you want, you can make like some kind of a tea with fennel, cumin, coriander and ginger. Just put it a little bit in water and just boil it, and you can keep it in a thermos. You can bring it to your office. Keep drinking. It will definitely help you to maintain your weight, of course, and it will also help you to keep your digestive fire in good shape. And in the food, always choose light things. Fruits are good. You can eat some khichdi, you can eat some porridge, you can eat, of course, vegetables, boiled vegetables, vegetable soups, cooked vegetables. This is what a Kapha lady should be eating. And then she will find out that this is very good to maintain the health. And of course, not only this will provide her energy, but this will also be helping her to prevent a lot of diseases which are very common now, like diabetes and high cholesterol and thyroid problems and all these things.
That seems more simple. It is the diet, more healthy and happy
yes,
you are.
Because diet is the basis of our health. Food is very important. Even food is medicine. They say it's not only for the health, but it's like a medicine to cure the diseases. We can use food as medicine also.
That's true, exactly. Let's speak about water. I know that many women forget to drink water, and even some of them, they don't feel thirsty. But I know that water is very important for us, for our beauty, for our health. So how much water we should drink during the daytime?
Yeah, this is true. First of all, I would like to mention that people forget to drink water. You said that why they forget? Because they're drinking many other things. Their day starts with coffee, then they go to office, then maybe some cold drink, some kind of a soda drink, then maybe is another coffee in the afternoon, and then in the evening it could be a glass of wine or it could be beer. So it's like we are actually all the time we are drinking things which are not good for our system. It's like if you have 2 pots, for example, of plant. In one pot you put water every day, and in the second one you put beer or vodka or coffee or some Coca-Cola or something you put in the water. So you will see the difference within few days. You will see that this plant is dying, and this plant is growing. So that's why in Ayurveda we say water is life, and 70% of our body is water. So we have to continuously replace it. So at least 2 liters of water is necessary for every woman to drink, and they must make sure if they are not in a habit, they can change the habit. Habit is not a big thing, it can be changed. So just keep a bottle of water with you, keep it in your office, keep it nearby you, and whenever you just look at the bottle, just have a few sips, and that's how you start changing your habit and drinking water. And you will realize that this hydration is so much necessary for beauty, as you said. When you are hydrated, your skin is glowing. Your skin is so beautiful. And when you have lack of water, then skin becomes dry, you have wrinkles on your face, and that's not considered to be very good, especially for a woman.
Let's speak about vegetarian diet now. I know that many women feel like they want to become vegetarian, but there are still some worries that they would lack some vitamins, or maybe it's not for them, or maybe it's for Eastern people more. So what could you tell for these women?
I think there's a lot of misconception on this subject, especially whenever it comes to vegetarian. This is a very common question people ask me all over the world. And one thing people very clearly think that this vegetarian diet is only something for Indian people, or it is something to do with their religion. It's a completely misunderstood subject. First of all, I would like to very simply put this statement that before you choose what you want to eat, you must see what is your design. It's like you have a petrol car and you have a diesel car. So you put petrol in the petrol car, right? And in the diesel car you put diesel. We are very, very smart about that, because we don't want to spoil our car. But what about this car? Have we ever thought like what design is this car? Is it a vegetarian design or is it a non-vegetarian design? Is it a meat-eating design or it's a vegetarian? So I think if you look at the features, we don't have big canines like the meat-eating animals. We have big molars like vegetarian animals. We drink water by gulping like vegetarian, like a cow drinks water. We don't drink water like lion, which with the tongue. Our intestines are long as vegetarian design. In the meat-eating animals, the intestines are very small, because meat should not stay for long in the system. It will create a lot of problems. So by design, we are vegetarian. So it's like you decide, do you want to put petrol in the diesel car? So it's not logical, not rational. This is one thing. Again, I think somehow people are still very hesitant. Even if they want to become vegetarian, they think, oh, this is maybe something Indian. It's very interesting now in the US, now they have started calling it plant-based diet. So they don't call it vegetarian, it's called plant-based diet. And in fact, they have done a lot of research, and they have found out that the plant-based diet, which is vegetarian diet, is good for the human beings, and it is very healthy for human beings. So it's not just a part of Ayurveda saying this. This is actually now even justified or scientifically validated by the modern scientists, and they have said that vegetarian diet is good for people. So try to be vegetarian. Just see. Another thing, people think that whenever they think of vegetarian, they think salad,
Yes,
maybe
exactly.
some salad or potatoes, or that's what is vegetarian. But no, if you really want to enjoy, if you want to come to India, you'll see like there are restaurants which are pure vegetarian, and there are hundreds and hundreds types of recipes you can find on the menu. Of course, these days you also can find a lot of things on internet. You can always try and cook, and you will really enjoy. And very important is that when we eat food, we are not only eating for the body, we have to also eat for the mind. And when we eat meat, it's not healthy for the mind, because according to Ayurveda, it is rajasic or tamasic. It has no prana also. If you talk about energy, it's a dead food. For example, if you eat some porridge, maybe some grains, so these grains, if you put in the earth, they will produce another plant, because they have prana inside, they have some energy. But from a piece of chicken, you cannot produce another chicken, because it's already dead. So you have to think, if you want proteins, get proteins from your lentils, get proteins from, there's so many other sources. From sprouts you can get proteins. So get proteins with prana, and not proteins without prana, because at subtle level our system needs prana to survive. Prana is the life force, it is the life energy, we all need it. Otherwise we are kind of like dead. You see so many people, they look like dead, they have no energy, they are completely sleepy and lazy all the time. So this is the basic fundamental thing. And finally, don't forget that we are souls. We are eating not only for the body and for the mind. As a soul, we all like to be non-violent. No soul likes violence. We don't want killing. Even every religion tells, even the Bible says, thou shalt not kill. So just think about it. It's not something Indian religion. It's a very logical thing for body, mind, soul. Vegetarian food is the best.
Thank you so much for such a beautiful explanation. Thank you.